Mary Helen Dara, Women in the Driver's Seat. Today I'm with fellow Taylor Automotive Family Ambassador Joan Brown-Coase, and we are going to be meeting a woman whose mission is to raise the bar. Who exactly is this incredible person?
This incredible, accomplished woman is Tricia Valasek, the Executive Director of Raise the Bar.
Let's go inside and let's talk with her.
Today I have the pleasure of talking with the accomplished Tricia Valasek, the Executive Director of Raise the Bar, Hancock County. Can you tell us more about Raise the Bar, the service you offer, and what your role entails?
Raise the Bar is a nonprofit that focuses on workforce development for the Hancock County community. We are listening to our employers and better understanding what they need for their future and current talents, and then we work with the schools and with the other trainers to help develop our future and our current employees.
I think this is such a forward-looking organization, one that many towns and communities would like to have. How did it come about?
After years of many of our very prominent business leaders in this community talking, meeting, and saying, we see that there's going to be a workforce shortage coming 10 years down the road, they decided that they all needed to pool together some funding and launch an entity that would do the work in between their meetings. And therefore, we were funded with several generous donors of our community and the leaders of those community members. And we decided to Raise the Bar in with its own nonprofit, but we are surrounded by economic development and our Chamber of Commerce and our CVB, because we all work to develop our community and keep us thriving. And so we kind of venture, but also work in great partnership with each other.
That's one of the things that I really love about Findlay. They don't wait around for other people to figure it out. They just all throw their hats on the table and get to it and make things happen. That's one of my very favorite things about my hometown. So you've had an interesting educational background for sure. Can you tell us a bit about the journey that led you to your leadership role as the executive director?
My leadership journey has definitely been unexpected to me, but it's also been a great way to get to where I'm going. I never set out to become an executive director of a nonprofit. I was raised by a family who was very giving. My mother ran a nonprofit herself, which was the Multiple Sclerosis Society up in Toledo. So I think just volunteerism kind of got my heart going. But I started out in the sciences and statistics and public health, and that was very much shaped around personal experiences of mine. But through having different jobs and being willing to learn and to grow and to interact with other people, I've kind of honed the skill sets I've needed in order to lead an organization like Raise the Bar, and very much being strategy minded and being willing to collaborate with others and streamlining processes. It's, the scientific mindset definitely gets you in those spaces, but becoming the leader of what this is today has been exciting because you get to make it what the community needs and get to be very innovative and creative. And again, that brings in the science mindset and that critical thinking that I think I had the foundation of from my education at college.
Well, it is certainly an interesting road that you've traveled, but I can't think of a person better suited to lead this organization. You've just done a terrific job. So what are a few of the most challenging and rewarding aspects of the position?
Yeah, there are always challenges with every job, but with what's going on across the country when it comes to employment and keeping our jobs filled, finding people who have the right skill sets, I think that's our biggest challenge. No matter where I turn, which employer I talk to, there's always a demand. And then it becomes, how do I prioritize those demands? How do I try to leverage each other with putting businesses together to try to create one process that serves a bunch of them, rather than trying to fill individual jobs all the time? And so I think that's the most rewarding thing, is being able to think outside the box, trying to figure out what's going to work for our community right now, but also thinking ahead and seeing the light bulbs go off. We do a lot with youth in the K-12 school systems. We serve every Hancock County school district, city of Findlay included, and helping those kids explore careers beginning in elementary. letting them connect with our employers, getting the employers excited to connect with our youth. There are light bulbs. There are the actual image of one over some child's heads. You see it going off and going, I never knew this existed. And having our teachers in the schools also better engage with the employers in town and recognize that they can use what is existing in this community to improve their lesson plans, make their classrooms more exciting, connect the dots. There's nothing better than helping individuals get to that point, lead them to that, and then letting them just flourish from there.
It's brilliant. It's just a great strategy. It really is. So what are a couple of recent accomplishments that you're most proud of?
Some of my greatest accomplishments with Raise the Bar, I think, comes to what we do with the youth. One of the biggest things is around the leader in me, which is Franklin Covey's 7 Habits, and making sure that our youth are growing up to be excited about who they are, recognizing that they all have leadership abilities and talents hidden within them, and getting the schools to create this culture and this invested in this framework where the kids can display those every single day and hone them through action teams and serving our community and the schools. But then also with the adults, helping individuals who maybe didn't see a path ahead for themselves, partnering with the nonprofits in our community that do attend to those individuals in our community, but helping them find that job that suits them. It's a two-way street. Oftentimes, once we get to adulthood, we don't have the services to support us when it comes to assessments and understanding our strengths. And so we help put those programs in place. And we've had success where an individual is about to lose their job and we needed to find them a new place. And we used their career assessments results and put them with their employer, and they are just excelling and moving up at that workplace. And it's been a great win-win for both.
That's fantastic. So what advice would you offer young women who want to get behind the wheel and lead an organization like Raise the Bar?
I would give young women, any woman, take some confidence in yourself. You have a great mindset. You can probably multitask and think bigger. And just go forth and forge partnerships and be willing to take a little bit of a risk in trying new things. And if things don't work, pivot. Just be ready to embrace what greatness is coming your way, because we all deserve that greatness. And if we just allow it to be around us, we will thrive off of it and keep moving every little step of the way.
What wonderful advice. And finally, what support does Raise the Bar need from Findlay and Hancock County, from the members of our community?
The support that Raise the Bar could use from the community is continued investment in the programs that we offer. We also would love them to continue to be as involved as possible with shaping our programs, getting interactive with the students, with the schools opening up their workplaces. I think it's a misnomer that just because you exist, everyone knows who you are. You have to take that additional step in welcoming individuals into the workplace, being a presence all the time, getting your brand out there, and helping us collect the data that we need to make data-driven decisions for this community. Right now we have data, but we need their mindsets of where they are heading as employers in order to then begin shaping our programs and processes to have that long-term pipeline of talent for them.
Well, Tricia, it's always a pleasure to spend time with you. Thank you for supporting Findlay Hancock County workers and residents on their journey to become the best versions of themselves.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Tricia, for raising the bar in Findlay and Hancock County.
Joan, let's hit the road and see what other women are in the driver's seat.